Hello, good morning children. Okay, now after your third FA, I think we are coming to your next lesson. That is a beautiful and an interesting lesson called as, named as Mullah as a Guest. Okay, it's a nice entertaining story here. It is in a story form. So on page number 86, okay, from your Grow with English, you have the lesson Mullah as a Guest. So let's see what this lesson tells us about. Nasruddin Khoja, known also as Mullah, Nasruddin or simply Nasruddin is a star character in several tales told in regions all over the world. Read the story of Mullah Nasruddin, who teaches a lesson to a wealthy man that he should never judge a man merely by his appearance. Okay, so in your previous classes also you had many stories, I think, regarding Mullah's story, Nasruddin Kategalu. So in Kannada also you have many short stories where they give you the moral of life. Here is also a beautiful story that once a wealthy man, okay, all the story is about a wealthy man and Nasruddin Mullah. Okay, here I try to draw it, but you are very good artist than me. Just to give you the appearance, that the feeling that Mullah is here with you, I have drawn a picture here. Okay, so he is Nasruddin Mullah. Once what happened? A wealthy merchant, he had invited many people for a meal to his house. Okay, and out of that one was also he had invited this Mullah also. So what happened? He went there. This Mullah was not very posh. Nowadays you have that. Whenever you go to a party, you see that you bring a new dress, you buy it, you dress up very well. And of course, we all know that we are treated by our clothes and by our appearance. Actually, it is not correct nor it is good. But most of the time, we are fascinated by the clothes and the appearance. We usually don't go to see how the person is. So the same experience happened with Mullah. He went to that wealthy merchant, but he was not in a very good clothes. He was in rags in the worn out ones. Then he went there and his servant was surprised to see him as a guest. Then he told, no, my master doesn't want to take you inside, and he refuses to take him inside. Then Mullah Nasruddin, he realizes why this ill treatment was, just because he was not in good clothes or a good appearance. So he went home and he dressed in very good clothes, and then he went to that wealthy merchant. Then let's see the moral in this story. What happens when he dresses up well and he comes with a good appearance. Okay, all of you open your textbook, page number 86. Okay, now shall we move on to the lesson? This was a brief introduction what the lesson is on. Okay, one day a wealthy man invited Mullah Nasruddin to a feast at his house. Feast means what? Festival, for meal. For meal he was invited. I would be honored, Mullah Sahib, said he, if you would grace us with your presence tomorrow night. Now the wealthy merchant invited Mullah for a lunch. For a dinner. Night is dinner, afternoon is lunch. I will come, agreed Mullah Nasruddin. The following night, the Mullah threw on his shabbiest and most comfortable clothes. It's a bit chilly. Now what happened? Mullah did not think that he should wear very good clothes. He wore the most shabbiest. Shabbiest means what? Dirty clothes. Shabbiest clothes, the most dirty one, but it was comfortable for him. He wore that. It is a bit chilly. Chilly means what? It's a bit cold. And he said, and added an old black coat. The edges of his shirt sleeves were frayed. Frayed means what? Stitched. The holes on its elbows were patched with swatches. Swatches means what? Small patchwork was done where the shirt was torn here. So small patches were, it was almost in rags. his clothes were torn. That is the meaning of the whole thing there. From old floor sacks. On his feet, Mullah Nasruddin wore a pair of ragged sandals. Rag sandals, that is also torn chappals or a sandals. When darkness fell, he arrived at the rich man's door. A servant opened the door. What do you want, old man? The servant demanded. Your master has invited me to his feast, said the mullah. As he entered, what happened? He told, now your master, wealthy merchant, he has invited me for the dinner, so I have come here. The servant, as he opened. The servant squinted doubtfully at him. Squinted means ಕಣ್ಣು ಒಂಥರ ವಿಚಿತ್ರ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಣ್ಣು ಸಣ್ಣದು ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಇವ್ರನ್ನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ such a rich person, why did he call this old man with ragged clothes? He was confused. Wait here, he said, I'll be back in a moment. The servant went in. His whispers carried to the door. An old beggar, oh my master, he says he is your guest. And what did he do? He went and he reported his master, that servant. He told, see, there is one person there, but he is in a torn clothes. I don't know whether he is your guest or what, but he has come here. The wealthy man came to the courtyard to take a look. Seeing the old man in his rat clothes, he waved to a hand to the servant, then went back to join his elegant guest. He saw from there, from the outside itself, he saw, no, I am not invited this guest. He told like that and he went and he attended his elegant guest. Elegant means rich, classy people. There were other guests also. So that rich man, leaving aside this mullah, he went there. So Mullah Nasruddin went home. Now what happened? He was sorry. Mullah thought, hey, what all the way I have come here, but I am not being taken inside. So what the servant laughed and said, nonsense, invited you? A shabby old beggar. My master's friends are noblemen and kings. Get back before I take a stick to you. So what did he say? Go Baba, you are not invited. My master is a very rich person and what he is doing? He is a very rich person and all his friends are kings and noblemen. So I cannot come. So you are not invited. Then Mullah felt very sorry. So Mullah Nasruddin went home. He changed into his finest silk garments. Means he wore a very pretty, beautiful clothes, silk clothes. He put his best cap on his head and added a handsome high-collared coat. Now what he did? He took a nice, beautiful coat and well dressed like a handsome person. He dressed him up. And smiling to himself, he made his way back to the rich man's house and knocked at the door. So what did he do? He went and he knocked at the rich man's door. Once again, the servant opened it. Once again, the mullah said, your master has invited me to his feast. As usual, what did he say? Now also your master has invited me to the feast. Same thing repeated. This time the servant bowed respectfully and ushered him in. Ushered, he greeted him. What is it? Ushered. He greeted him. Wow, nice. Please come, sir. You are dressed very well. Then the servant told, yes, please come in. Welcome, Mullah Sahib. The rich man himself showed the mullah to his special seat at the feast. So what did he do? Now the servant himself, he told, you are my most privileged guest. You come and you please take the seat. At last Mullah Sahib said the guest, we have all been waiting for you. See how the scenario changes. As the person was in old rag clothes, no one noticed him. Now what happened? He had come in a very beautiful, nice, well dressed. All the people, those who were there, they started telling, yes, we were waiting for you itself. We were waiting for the dinner until you come. The food arrived. Sir Mullah Nasruddin first. So his clothes, what happened? Totally took a great change. He was the first person to be served, said the rich man. The mullah smiled at everyone. Then he began to get busy with his food, but he did not eat. So what he did? Okay, nice, you have served me first. I am very happy with that. But he did not started eating. Hi, hi, cried the guest. The food arrived, the mullah smiled at everyone, then he began to get busy with his food, but he did not eat. Hi, hi, cried the guest. Mullah Sahib, what are you doing? Cried the rich man. So what was his question now? The wealthy merchant was surprised. What is this Mullah Sahib doing? Instead of eating, what is he doing? For Mullah Nasruddin had begun to spoon the soup over his best cap. And what he did? He took the bowl of soup he took, and what he did? He took and he started feeding the cap. Right? Because he was telling now, he wanted to tell, all this food is for my clothes, not for me. He wanted to tell that. To spoon the soup over his best cap, he crumbled the bread and sprinkled the crumbs over the shoulders of his handsome high-collared coat. Now what he did? He took crumbs of bread with small pieces of bread he took, and he started showering on his shoulders, on his nice elegant coat and a rich coat. He took apart the shish kebab and fed it lovingly to his sleeves. What did he? He took all the kebab and all, and he started feeding his sleeves. Nice coat here, so he started feeding the sleeves. Can you all understand the fun and the humor in that, right? The mullah replied, when I arrived in rags, so the rich man was surprised. He was asking, why all this? Now what did that mullah reply? The mullah replied, when I arrived in rags, you turned me away. Right? So when I came here with the old clothes, you told you are not invited and you sent me outside. I am dressed in finery. You treat me with honor. Honor is respect. Right? See, now I am dressed very well. So you are treating me with great honor and respect. Clearly it is my clothes you are welcoming and not me. So it is only right that they should eat this delightful food you have prepared for them. So what did Mullah Nasruddin say? Okay, your food what you have prepared in the meal, right? It is not for people. It is for the people who have owned rich and fine clothes. So I am feeding all my clothes here rather than me eating. Now the wealthy merchant, he was very much sorry. He came to know of his mistake. The wealthy man hung his head in shame. So now the wealthy man was ashamed of himself. Oh yes, he is telling right. ಹೌದು, ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮಂದಿಯನ್ನ ಅವರಂತೆ ಗೌರವಿಸಬೇಕು. As a person, you are going to respect him, not because of his appearance. Maybe your friend is rich, poor, clever, dull. You should not go by their what they are, right? You should respect him or love him as a friend, love them as your parents, not because of their appearance. This is the moral of this story. Whether you are rich or you are poor, see that you love a good human being. You are a good human being, right? The wealthy man hung his head in shame. He said, Mullah Sahib, forgive me. I was blind. I was not knowing that I am insulting you so much. I was blind. I saw only your clothes and could not recognize the wearer. Wearer means one who wears the clothes. I forgot to recognize that how great as a person you are. I went by your clothes. I am very, very sorry. I will never again judge people by how they look or by the clothes they wear. In truth, he never did. Right? So what is the moral here? That we are not supposed to judge anyone by the way they look, by the clothes they wear. Okay? Some can afford, some cannot. But as a person, you should love them. Right? This is the moral of the story. Mullah as a guest. I hope all of you have understood. Here are the few vocabulary sessions there on page number 80. Feast is nothing but it is a grand meal. Shabbiest, most untidy or dirty clothes. Chilly, it was very, very cold. Frayed, worn at the edges. Tudigella hardaddu. It is called as frayed, stitched at the edges. Swatches, pieces of cloth. Pieces of cloth means patchwork madiddu. As it was told, some pieces of cloth were stitched on that. That is called as swathe. Swatches, rag, tone. As I already told you, rag clothes, tone clothes. Squinted, look narrowly. Squinted means in a question mark. That is squinted, making one eye small. Elegant, stylish or very rich. Take a stick to you, that is beat you. This is an idiom. What it is? Idiom is nothing but it's a group of words or phrases which really will not tell, but it says something, some meaning. That is, take a stick to you, that is to beat you. Why do you use a stick? To beat, right? So that is the meaning here. Ushered, escorted inside. Ushered means greeted. Escort means come on, very and heltevalla. That is called as escorting. And here another word for us is usher. Spoon the spoon. Spoon the soup, pour the soup. Right? Spooning the soup means you are putting the spoon in the soup. That is pouring the soup. Finery, showy clothes means rich clothes. Right? So here are understanding the text. There are few fill in the blanks on page number 89 with few fill in the blanks and question answers. I will post it to you later. So go through the lesson in a very interesting manner and read some more stories of Mullah Nasruddin, where you will have morals in your life, what you are supposed to do and what not to do. Right? So go for a story book. Now as you are at home, you can spend your extra time in reading some more beautiful books based on Mullah Nasruddin stories. Right? Have a good day. I hope you have understood the lesson.